Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. I want to touch on a topic today that I get asked all the time, and it's in regards to what happened to CrossFit training and my current thoughts on CrossFit and kind of my whole philosophy of training right now. So I'll get into in the video throughout the day, and I'll show you kind of how I incorporate all styles of training now. But this morning we're going to start with a little bit of HIIT training. So we're doing sprints. We're at Zilker, downtown Austin, and we're just going to get into it. Okay, so that workout was 20 repetitions. It was about 50-meter sprints. The thing I love about like sprinting intervals, HIIT training, is with that it's a cardio workout for one. Most importantly for me, it's explosive power output. Starting from a dead stop towards the end of those 20 reps, you're like so fatigued, it's almost delayed. So it works your athleticism, it works your powerlifting, compound movement stuff. I just love like explosive sprints.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
All right, bye. All right, so one of the things I started doing, because Steph does this every day, is I'll just fill a whole thing of water in the morning. Typically I do this as soon as I wake up, but I went for a run first. So a whole lemon, I'll just squeeze a whole lemon juice into, this is I think 25 ounces of water. Just wakes me up, feels better, gets some vitamins, minerals in me. So it's like part of my new morning routine along with strong greens and multivitamins. So we're back on our ROM WOD kick. When it was a few months ago, I got really heavy into mobility. I felt great. Like I saw a huge difference in muscle separation. My lifts went up, my strength went up. I felt better, and we just got really busy, and mobility became something we just eliminated out of our lifestyle. But we both decided that we're incorporating more mobility back again. So we re-downloaded ROM WOD. We're gonna do ROM WOD every morning. Like it's like between 20 and 30-minute workouts past mobility. So it's not very active. You're not like pulling for the stretch. You find a position that they tell you to. You sit in that position for sometimes up to 6 minutes, and you just open up those tight areas. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. We're making it a habit every day, once a day, because it increases your health, your wellness. You feel better, and you perform better in fitness. 21 minutes.
Hello everyone.
Hey, that's John God.
To your daily routine.
Obese Beast. I've done a video with him before. It's one of my least favorites.
Listen, you lean back.
It's always important to stay relaxed or breathe deep.
That's gonna be optional.
At least try to stay connected.
You don't realize how immobile certain parts of your body are when you go about your day without focusing on mobility, and you get in a position like this, which I first get into, it doesn't hurt. I sit in this for a minute, and the top of my feet just feel like they're about to rip. So it's one of those things you gotta you're not actively trying to push that stretch out. You just sit in it passively. I feel like I almost need to meditate just to get through it. So this is the topic that I wanted to really touch on in this video, and it's my thoughts on CrossFit, because a few months ago I fully transitioned from like a bodybuilding, powerlifting approach to a CrossFit style training approach. The reason being I was just bored of what I was doing. I was bored of bodybuilding and powerlifting, and I missed that aggressive, just kick your ass style training. So I completely transitioned into CrossFit because I thought that would give me what I was looking for. And I still incorporate CrossFit style training into my routine every day. I do Metcons, I still do some Olympic lifting, I do a lot of body weight stuff and work with rings, handstand push-ups, stuff like that. However, when I transitioned into CrossFit completely, then I ended up missing bodybuilding and powerlifting a little bit. And what I've learned about myself is that I am not one-dimensional for training. I'm not just a bodybuilder. I don't call myself a powerlifter or a CrossFitter. I like everything. I'm multi-dimensional. I like doing a little bit of bodybuilding, a little bit of strength, powerlifting, some endurance, like long-distance runs, some sprints, some Metcons, some CrossFit. I like everything. I like being athletic. So my training routine now incorporates all these styles of training. It's multifaceted rather than one-dimensional. And I still do CrossFit, I still do bodybuilding, I still do powerlifting, I still run. I'll probably do a marathon again next year. It's just how I like to train. And all these different styles of training, I just throw in my hat to incorporate into how I can beat myself up or push myself further or make myself better in a fitness approach. So that's kind of my thoughts on CrossFit. I just love it. I love CrossFit. but I love bodybuilding, I love powerlifting, I love it all. It's my philosophy on training, it's everything. We're gonna book our flights today, and then we'll look at the rates for the hotel tonight as well.
Let's go.
Okay, so we just picked up new hats for our next Lost Supply apparel launch. We got hats, we have snapbacks, like dad hats, we have flannels coming in. Hopefully this week, if not next week. So we're kind of preparing all the inventory for that, getting a photo shoot set up. Just the next big launch. So August is a really big month for us. It's kind of my whole Embrace the Suck month. So it starts with July 21st, we're having the event here, kind of the meet and greet. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's open to anyone. We're gonna have food. People like Russ Swole's coming in, Kyle Hunt, Tim Thibodeau, Jorge Rosada, the Bromlows. We have a bunch of people that are coming in for this event. So it's open to everyone. We're putting Preston in a dunk tank. We're having like Jimmy John's cater it. It's gonna be a really good time. We did it last year, it was a great time. Then August 1st, I launched the next Embrace the Suck 12-week challenge. The one that's going on right now has been amazing. The feedback's great, a lot of transformations. People are very engaged in the community. And then August 1st, I also launched the Embrace the Suck pre-workout, which is my personal pre-workout. I'm launching it for my 28th birthday. So this is just like a mock-up label. This isn't the actual label, but it's a stim-heavy pre-workout. It's in a sour gummy candy flavor, which I'm super excited for. So this has been in the works for a while. The Embrace the Suck challenge has been in the works for a while. August is just a really big month for us. I'm super excited for it.
I was surprised that Nick wanted to work out with me because, as you can see, lean out. I don't know about him right now, but I don't think he's too
Here's the thing.
ripped.
I was cutting, and I'm going to take this cut more serious at a later date. Steph's
I didn't even feel that.
Steph's making a cookbook right now, and I have to eat all the food in the cookbook.
Usually I'll just go home and I'll say, Joe, it's time for abs, and he just starts hitting me and kicking me in the abs. Well,
Me and Preston can have a rematch. We should do that today, actually.
All right. Alright, that's it. Tap. That's it, because I just beat you.
Clean it up. Clean it up. We'll let the people decide who won that one.
Plus that's like getting sucker punched out of nowhere. Came up from nowhere.
You smell like dad.
You smell like shit.
You got tore a glute. It's pretty painful, actually. Preston, I don't got time for this. So I got back from Korea, I was in the military, I got back, opened the gym, but the supplement company grew so fast, we grew 750% in like 12 months. So I figured like, we could film a lot of it here with like the compound movements, the bodybuilding, powerlifting, strength movements kind of things. We could go in Austin and do some running. So that was John Rains. Him and his production team are just moving into Austin here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm using them to film my Embrace the Suck like commercial big video. So this is gonna be a huge production. Robbie's gonna film like behind the scenes stuff, but they use a red camera. So we're going throughout Austin, we're filming here. Today was kind of just like the meetup of discussing the initial kind of plan for the video. And we're gonna do location kind of scouting. We have to go through music selection, but it's going to be this production we put into place for the launch August 1st. So now Preston and I are gonna do a chest workout. I'm gonna choose an exercise, then he's gonna choose one. Then I'll choose one, then he chooses one. And we'll see who can last the longest.
I can always last the longest.
Started with 90s. I was like, you know what? We'll go weight for weight. So now I'm gonna move up to 110s. He has to do 110s. When he chooses the next exercise, he chooses the weight. I do the same weight. challenge. We're gonna go head to head on push-ups. So we're gonna do the reps at the same time. First person to give up or give out loses. So
Counting at the same time?
we'll just go on like 1, I'll count.
Alright.
Alright, ready? Yep. Down, up, 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 down. Yes, I'm talking about big. 1, 2, 3.
Chest is
Woo!
I did chest 2 days ago.
I knew going into that because I was calling cadence that I had the mental advantage over him. That's right, Steph called it.
My shoulders, traps, and chest are dead. I did chest 2 days ago.
And now we're gonna finish off with a little bit of arms.
Take you through my first favorite bicep exercise. 2 40-pound dumbbells. Go over to the bench. 8 to 10 reps each side, 1 arm at a time. Simple. We're not doing anything crazy. Right here.
Okay guys, so that's the video. I'm gonna put Preston on the spot and kind of the topic of the video. What are your thoughts on CrossFit?
I'm just glad I don't do it. It looks hard as hell. Those dudes work incredibly hard. It's just something not for me. I like just sticking to the bodybuilding personally. And you don't do CrossFit anymore.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is like really what I want to dive into. When I started CrossFit, I did CrossFit 100%. All my time was dedicated to. I realized how humbling of an experience it was and how much appreciation I had for the athletes that compete in CrossFit. And I love incorporating it into my training routine now that I'm doing, this multi-dimensional training philosophy. I love incorporating Metcons and CrossFit movements and body weight stuff and increased mobility into my training routine. A lot of the times the people that talk shit and down on CrossFit have never tried it. And it's the same way like in a lot of things in life. Like people wanna voice their opinion on things they've never done or tried or experienced themselves. And if you try it yourself, you'll realize, yeah, it's really difficult. Like Preston saw when I was training for 100% of the time, I was getting my ass kicked on a daily basis. And I was super frustrated because I was learning these new movements, these new techniques, and I was just drained from the Metcons and the training.
It's a lot if you're running a business too and trying to train incredibly hard 3 times. Like if you want to be a competitive CrossFitter, it looks like you almost have to just eat, sleep, and train CrossFit. It's like, it doesn't seem like it'd be really difficult to actually run like a distribution or a retail company or something.
So my overall thoughts, CrossFit's great if done properly, under the right supervision and coaching and programming. And I still do CrossFit and I still do bodybuilding, I still do powerlifting and I still run and I'm training for a marathon again next year. And I think it's great. However, I'm not a CrossFitter, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a powerlifter. It's just how I train. I train a lot of different ways and I enjoy it. So we'll see you guys in the next video.